Welcome to Business Chats with Debbie, where we talk to small businesses about their stories. I'm your host, Debbie Warburton, and today I've got the wonderful Brock.
Wow, what an introduction. Love that, Debbie. Wow. You were so serious and boom.
I know, yes. I like to make my guests feel welcome.
Thank
so
you.
I can't believe it is just over 12 months
Yeah,
since we
a
last
little
had
over
the
12 months,
conversation. So obviously I wanted
You
to
needed that time to recover. That's what happened.
Is that what it was? Oh, right. Have I recovered? Possibly. So I wanted to get you back in again because so much has gone on in those 12 months. It's unbelievable.
It is. It's crazy. I mean, you know these things because you are one of our wonderful ambassadors, and thank you so much for everything that you do. And I hope that the network's been positive for you.
Oh yeah,
I'd say it probably has, but there we go. But
it's just making friends. Do you know what I mean? I've got so many friends in there now, and people that you know who, if somebody's needing an accountant, your name's going to pop up somewhere on the line. Whether or not that goes to fruition for a new client or not, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that people know and trust me.
They trust you, and also
to do the job.
And you're a good example of that if you're not the right accountant for them, you work with other accountants, bookkeepers, whatever it is. So it's it's nice. It's people people gravitate to what they need. But you're talking about the changes. I mean, since happened a year ago. Let's say a year ago I guess the best thing is say what we weren't doing a year ago. So a year ago we didn't have an academy. We don't have time on this podcast to get all of that. But as I describe all the time, the academy, it makes me laugh every time I say it. We're an academy that teaches nothing. And I think that might be our tagline. We teach nothing. But if you think of, but the reason it makes sense is if you think of booking.com for hotels, that's what we are for trainers. So there's 3 reasons we started the academy. One is because to help our members, or anyone, but predominantly, of course, we think about our members that want to bring training as part of their business that they may already do or may want to do, so we can take to market any of their training. We also wanted to make sure that we get more contacts because it's less than 10% of the UK business owners actually actively network. So, but every single business needs training. So it's another way for us to get through to that. And the third reason is because we know, especially here in Cornwall, but other areas as well, the difference in the way that funding's taking place. Where with the EU funding going away, it's going to be a little bit more level playing field. And I don't mean that to sound bad, but there's been so much free access to training because of the grants and everything. Now it's going to become a little bit more of an even playing field. But just to finish off with the academy, just so people listeners can understand a little bit better, it is like just booking.com. So if you are wanting to train something, so if Debbie wants to do some training on something, we can set up we can concierge, as I say, the actual place, the venue, the catering, sell the tickets, do everything. Debbie just rocks up on the day of her sunglasses on, rock star trainer she is, and then she opens the door and goes, oh, there's some people to train. But in all seriousness, we work behind the scenes and go, okay, Debbie wants to do a class. We know to at least make it financially viable, we need to sell at least 8 tickets of the 20 or whatever it might be. We work that out with you. Obviously, if we don't succeed that by a certain date, we would actually cancel that class. But we'll say it goes forward and we sell all 20 or 18 tickets, whatever. Then we work on a commission-based agreement that we've already done before. We've done our work, you doing your work by teaching class, and simple as that. And then we have different smaller amounts of commission based. So if it's a typical one, like I'll give a shout out to Cornwall Training, for example, they have a schoolhouse effect. So therefore, when they are doing what they already do, we can always sell extra spaces if they need be. And that's a lot lesser amount because, it's something they already do. So it's not, we're just being extra sales force. So that was Academy. Sorry for rocking on too much. And then of course we had the magazine out now. We should have had a copy of the magazine.
I know.
They're over there about it. Anyway. So the magazine, which is great. You've been in that a few times as well. So
I'm in it again this month.
When we're going to have the Debbie Warburton cover girl edition.
I have been thinking about it and I'm like, I hate getting my photograph taken. That's the problem. I really do hate getting my photograph taken.
But we know
we have some really good photographers.
I was going to say, we got a few photographers that might make you feel a bit more comfortable about that. And you know that.
It is in that, it is milling around in my brain somewhere. Yeah. I've just got to pluck up the courage to do it.
And then the new areas we're in, as you know, we're in Bristol now, Reading, and in November we're going to open up in Canterbury down in Kent. So yeah, just crazy stuff going all over the place. And now the strength of the network, of course, is ambassadors, great people like you, and the ambassadors now, if I've got it right, I want to say it's 87 that we're up to now. And for those watching this, ambassadors are great people like Debbie who volunteer to run, whether it be an event per month, per quarter. Some do more, been on that, and they can be industry specific like you do, or they can be a general meeting, they can be an activity, networking, whatever it might be. It needs to be a win-win situation to where the person is in front of the network as that leader, so to help grow their core business as the expert in that field or whatever it might be, and then also it's a win for us because we grow in a new area, and of course we're membership based, so I don't want to hide any of that. So yeah. that's a few things. I'm a bit bored. We should do some more, I think.
I think you've got some things in the pipeline, but you can't talk
Yeah.
about them. Otherwise, you'll be
We only
lynched.
had some sort of club that did something, but we'll leave that for now. We'll leave that for now. Otherwise, Spinks will throw something at us in a minute.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
So what other plans have you got? Have you got any other areas you're open to branch out into?
Well, I get asked that all the time, and it's not like there's some war map on the wall of what where we're going to conquer or nothing like that.
Do you wait for interest from that area to come in?
Yeah, exactly.
Or do you?
And it happens more. It happens more naturally because we'll go somewhere. I mean, like for example, the Kent connection is going to happen because they been hearing the war drums a little bit or hearing enough people talking about it and everything. So they came to Reading to sniff around and go, "What's this all about?" And then we talk, "Oh, I love this," and they're going to launch on the 8th of November, and they're going to have 100 people come to that first meeting. So in a beer brewery. So yeah, so 101. Sorry, Debbie's in.
We went to Canterbury on holiday. It was beautiful. Cool. Really loved it over there. It was just a little bit away to go just for a.
I want to hold an event in the cathedral at some time as well. Canterbury Cathedral. That's beautiful. So, yeah, very nice when we found it eventually. So yeah, obviously we've got that one. Any more up? Because we've got Leeds as well. You know people from up country?
You didn't mention Leeds, did you?
No, we do have Leeds. We have the wonderful Craig up in Leeds, and so he's a bit up country. I tell you what we're doing is we're working on some. So how that works? Anybody listening, if you wanted to get involved and be an ambassador in any area, it's no cost, as you know, Debbie. And then we work with you. We take care of all the administration side of it, and then work with how you want to, what kind of venue you want to use or what you want to do, and then we drive people towards that. So anywhere that you are, anywhere that anyone is, then we're quite happy to start working in that area. How it works in principle is if we get 1 or 2 ambassadors in the area, then what the synergy is, every single meeting they hold, we keep asking for ambassador, keep asking for ambassador, keep asking for ambassador. Once we have in a normal size area 10, 15, 20 ambassadors, just like we have in Cornwall, then you have enough events happening where there's 1 or 2 events per week, then you build that community, which is how it works. But the other thing we're doing, which is really paying dividends, is more of working with strategic partners. So, we've just aligned with FSB. So start doing FSB face-to-face with them. But we've also there's another one called B2B Growth Hub. We're just finishing up, tying up some stuff with them. We've already had Cabiz Network. They've been parts of us for a while. There's a brand new one called Recabiz, Camilla. She's wonderful. So same sort of thing. So what we do, it's not like we're taking over their network. We work in cooperation. So anybody watching us from another network, if you want to work together, it just makes both of our networks stronger, and that can work in any way that they want to. Either they can completely become part of YP, which obviously we're quite happy to have them, or if they're membership based as well, we don't want to mess with that. That's theirs. That's their business, obviously. But we can even do joint memberships for the two.
Well, there's discounts across.
Across the board. Whatever works best. I mean, like for example, Ambition Growth. We just did an event with them the other week as well. So it can be whichever way we want to work it. So it's just
busy.
It's about adding value to both networks, isn't it? That's what.
And
it's
making those networks bigger, so you've got more connections, and obviously the ultimate thing is to grow your business with those connections, and get your name out there. So
and for you, these other alignments that we're going to have people, you'll meet other people that it's great, because you'll work, and I do have to say this. Not trying to be, I'm just saying it like it is. We do run into networks that don't want to do this, and it just makes you question their values, because it's like, well, if you don't want to do a collaboration and you're running a network, seems a bit of disconnect in my opinion.
Well, as I say, it takes all sorts.
It does.
Yeah. So thank you very much for coming in today.
Oh,
it's been an
thank
absolute
you.
pleasure.
before we go, can I do two things? I want to thank Corcoran Media for all the support they always give us. We have Spinks on decks today.
I know,
You know,
yeah.
and that's like royalty, isn't
I know,
it?
yeah,
You know,
yeah. The Jay's on holiday, so
yeah.
yeah.
Well, we don't want to talk about that, and just piss me off. And the wonderful GW and Co. While we're here, where she is, she's right there. Lovely, all the support you give me. That's what I want to say. All the support you give the entire network. Love it, love it. Thank you, Debbie. You've been there since day one.
I know,
You are our accountant, you know, and we let people know that, and you take such great care of us. But I definitely want to say thank you for all that you and the team do.
Yeah,
So,
you're welcome. Most welcome. We enjoy working with you.
Cool. It maybe pull your hair out sometimes, but it keeps.
It's not my hair. It's Emma's hair.
It's not boring, is it?
No, it isn't. So
Cool.
thank you so much for coming in today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And Brock does offer, your YP does have a 30-day free pass. So if you get onto the website, you'll find the link for that. So you can attend any of the events for 30 days free, which I suggest you do because it's well worth it. I've made so many friends and so many connections through the network. It's a no-brainer for me. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
So that was a test, right? We're not live, right?